Hi, my name is Maggie Snyder. For those of you that I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet, I teach math to your child. And this is a video to go through what we are going to be doing for these next 2 months. I apologize if it's a little long. I just want to make sure if I hit every single talking point, but I will go as fast as I possibly can. I appreciate those of you that will watch it all the way till the end. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing. So the most important thing is to stay on top of PowerSchool and Schoology. Schoology is definitely number one out of all of that. You will see every single day when your child clicks on their math course, there will be individual folders for every single day. So you'll see April 8th, April 10th, April, the 13th, and so on and so forth, okay? So there will be individual folders for every single day. Each student is required to complete the tasks in each folder. So if there's 5 tasks in those folders, they must complete all 5 in order to get a grade. I don't want to say how we're doing grades exactly yet. We're mostly going off of completion grades. Some ideas that were thrown around was if a student completes 4 out of 5 tasks by the time it's due, then they would get an 80% in the grade book. But that could change. We are waiting a little bit more information on administration. We should know more on April 8th. So bear with me about grades on that part there. So moving on, each student will be required to do tasks in each folder. So there is an introduction video for every single day. It is extremely important that students watch that introduction video. It explains what we did the previous day, what we'll be doing that day, and it also explains what is going to be due. So it is very, very important. Those videos are about 5 minutes or less. Then there will be a lesson video. So it could be a video that I find on the internet. It could be me teaching. I have a YouTube channel. It is called Mrs. Snyder Does Mathematics. So feel free. There's a link on Schoology there. I'll also link it here. Please feel free to hop onto that. So introduction video, lesson video. After that, there will be practice assignments. So for example, this Wednesday, April 8th, there will be an IXL. So students are required to get an 80 on their IXL. That an 80 shows mastery for that grade level on that topic. For those that don't, and your students should know, but I'm posting it here just so you have that info too. They must log into IXL for me to get the scores. If a student says, wow, IXL only let me do 20 problems and it says I'm done my limit, I've reached my limit for today. It is because they have not signed in. There is no limit when they sign in. Once they reach that 80, they can stop. You'll see a score on the screen that tells them out of 100 what score they're at. So here is their username and password. Their username is their student ID at Avon South. The password is capital Avon 2019, no space. I apologize. That's just my terrible handwriting. So their number at Avon South, capital A, Avon 2019 for the password. If a student's having issues getting on, please let me know. There might not be an IXL thing every day. IXL is nice though because it does give them immediate feedback and it does give them, it tells them why they're wrong. There will also be exit tickets. So an exit ticket is kind of like a quote unquote quiz. It doesn't count. It's just my way to say, it could be like 1 or 2 questions. And when the student takes that exit ticket, it tells me, great, they understand what they're doing, or no, we need to go through that again. So it is very, very important. Every student completes the exit tickets. That way I know what I need to plan for the next day. So quick recap, introduction video, lesson video, practicing IXL, could be an assignment in Schoology, exit ticket. All of this is on Schoology under each folder. Under each folder too, there is our Zoom meeting links. Math 7, our meetings are from 11 a.m. to 11:45. Pre-algebra, our meetings are from 12 to 12:45. For both classes, the first 15 to 20 minutes will be me reteaching the lessons, and then I will leave the rest of that time up to the students for them to ask me questions or answer questions. They do not need to go on to these Zoom meetings. It is not a requirement. It's just highly recommended because it is our class time. If a student pops on late or has to leave the meeting early, that is totally fine. Okay. But again, maybe they can only go, one day a week on it. That's fine. It's just highly recommended, but not required. You may also pop on if you really, really want something to do, even though I know that might be the last thing you want to do is sit through 7th grade math. But feel free to pop on if you want to listen to what we're learning that day. I ask, though, that you please don't ask me questions, because we'll have other students within that. So if you have a question for me, specifically, maybe like, oh, excuse me, did so-and-so turn in that assignment? Please ask me through Parent Square or email me. Those of you that do not have my email, it is mmsnyder, SNYDER, at avonschools.org. Okay. Those of you that need my email, mmsnyder at avonschools.org. But feel free again, if you want to pop in on the Zoom conference to listen, you can. Otherwise, I just ask you ask me questions off of on Parent Square through email. Let me just make sure I've covered everything. Again, things are subject to change. The math department's kind of going on a day-by-day thing. We've got about the first 2 weeks planned. We're kind of seeing how this goes. Math 7 stuff will be brand new. Pre-Al stuff will be review, but both will be on graphing. I will also have links for other videos out there, other resources, if you still don't understand, if you need help. But feel free to pop on my YouTube channel anytime. Grades from the previous e-learning are going in slowly but surely. If you have questions or concerns, please let me know. I will be reaching out to the parents whose child has a 50% or less in completion. So if a student has completed less than 50% of their assignments, you will probably be hearing from me at least once a week. If, let's just say, your student has completed majority except one assignment, please reach out to me. It's just, easier because I have about 120 students I have to keep track of. And the ones that complete 50% or less get more red flags than the ones who complete more. But know that the best time to reach me is between about 7:30 to 3 o'clock. If you reach me after, just know I might not get back to you right away until the next day. But I would definitely encourage your students to message me through Schoology. I told them that they're kind of like college students now, and this is kind of like, they're being very independent, so they have to have a set schedule, a set time aside to work, and, kind of put some pressure on themselves to get things done, because this is all still very important. But they did a great job getting a hold of me through Schoology. We do videos like this all the time. So please encourage them to message me anytime. I think that is it for now. If you have any questions, excuse me, I apologize. Please let me know. But again, Schoology is where you'll find everything. It is extremely important. Your student goes through each folder each day, and even yourself to look at them. But I do know a lot of you are working and have multiple, some of you have multiple students in multiple schools. So I really, really, really appreciate everything you are doing to help us teachers. Obviously, this is probably the most insane thing we've all been through. So thank you so much for being there for us, for helping us in any way possible, and being very patient with us. We'll get through this. But yes, so if you have any questions, let me know. If there's any technology issues, feel free to contact the school. And then if there's other questions that I can't answer, I'll probably just direct you to the school. So I apologize that this was a little long. I hope you watched it all to the end. Thank you so much. Have a good night.